First-class healthcare, a slower pace of life, food that actually makes you want to sit down and eat slowly, a climate that doesn't require 15 coats, and a cost of living where your pension or savings genuinely stretch. That place isn't one place. It's 12 of them, and they're all in Europe. Every destination on this list has a working residency pathway, a real established expat community, and a quality of life that most people only get to access in retirement. The full 2026 guide, visa income thresholds, healthcare ratings, monthly cost breakdowns for all 12, link in the description. Now, let's count them down. Most European retirement visas require proof of passive income, anywhere from €920 a month for Portugal to €3,500 a month for Greece. You'll also need private health insurance, a clean criminal record, and proof of accommodation. EU citizens move freely. Non-EU nationals need a specific visa. Every destination on this list has a clear route. Now, number 12, Montenegro, Kotor. Kotor is one of the most dramatically beautiful walled cities in the entire Mediterranean. The fjord-like Bay of Kotor, surrounded by limestone mountains, is UNESCO World Heritage. Monthly cost, €1,100 to €1,500. Montenegro is not EU yet, but is an official candidate with a straightforward annual residence permit. Healthcare is limited, so international private health insurance is essential. For those who want Adriatic Mediterranean lifestyle at genuinely low cost, Montenegro is one of the most compelling entries on this list. Number 11, Croatia. Split and Dalmatian Coast Croatia joined the EU in 2013, Schengen in 2023, and adopted the euro simultaneously. Split is the standout retirement city. A Roman emperor's Diocletian palace literally forms the old town, and the Dalmatian coast gives retirees some of the most beautiful island hopping in the Mediterranean. Monthly costs, €1,700 to €2,300. The residency permit for financially independent persons requires approximately €2,500 to €3,000 per month in demonstrated income. Property prices have risen since Schengen accession, but remain below comparable Spanish or Italian coastal destinations. Number 10, Bulgaria, Plovdiv. Bulgaria is a full EU member state with prices roughly 40% below Western European levels, the EU's best value retirement entry point. Plovdiv, a former European capital of culture, has one of the most charming old towns on the continent. Monthly costs, around €1,000 to €1,500. EU membership means your healthcare rights transfer. A 10% flat income tax rate on worldwide income is one of the EU's lowest. Bulgaria is genuinely underrated on this list. Number 9, Greece. Crete and Peloponnese Greece is a perennial favorite and fully deserves it. Crete is Europe's southernmost EU island, a full-sized island with its own culture and cuisine. The Peloponnese, Nafplio, Mistras, Monemvasia offers extraordinary historical depth at lower cost than the islands. Monthly costs, €1,500 to €2,100. Important 2026 update. Greece's financially independent person visa now requires €3,500 per month, significantly higher than before. But here's the number that matters for many retirees. Greece offers a 7% flat tax on all foreign pension income for 15 years. That's one of the best pension tax regimes in the world. For lifestyle, Greece is simply difficult to beat. Number 8, Malta. Malta is the EU's only English-speaking Mediterranean island. First-class private healthcare at a fraction of UK prices. Warm nearly year-round, over 300 days of sunshine. British-influenced infrastructure with every EU right and protection. The Malta Retirement Program offers a formal 15% flat tax rate on pension income remitted to Malta, a government program, not a loophole. Monthly costs €1,900 to €2,800. You need to purchase property worth at least €275,000 or rent at €9,600 a year to qualify. For those who need English and want Mediterranean warmth with full EU infrastructure, Malta is genuinely the only option on this list. Before we get to the top 5, if you're planning scouting trips to any of these destinations before you commit, Aviasales finds the cheapest flights across hundreds of airlines and booking sites. I use it for every research trip. Link is in the description. Number 7, Italy, Tuscany, Puglia, and Umbria. Italy's retirement case is almost unfair to the competition. The food, the culture, the art, the wine, no country on this list offers comparable cultural richness. Italy's elective residency visa requires €31,000 in annual passive income. For retirement specifically, Tuscany for the classic rolling hills experience, Puglia for southern sunshine and affordability, Umbria for the Tuscan quality at 30 to 40% less cost. And here's the tax advantage. Retirees who relocate to qualifying villages in southern Italy, municipalities with under 20,000 people, pay just 7% flat tax on all foreign income for 10 years. Italy is also one of the world's 5 blue zones. Number 6, Spain, Andalusia, and Malaga. Southern Spain is one of the world's most established retirement destinations. The combination of climate, food, healthcare, and expat infrastructure is extraordinarily difficult to replicate. Malaga is the standout growing city. Spain's non-lucrative visa requires €2,400 per month in 2026. And note that Spain's golden visa property route was permanently closed in April 2025, but the non-lucrative visa is fully operational and completely unaffected. Spain's public health care is ranked 7th globally by WHO. Monthly costs €1,700 to €2,600. Quick one. Every retiree moving abroad needs to sort how their pension lands in a different currency. Revolut gives you real exchange rates with no hidden fees, and it works seamlessly across all European countries. My referral link is in the description. Number 5, France, Languedoc, Dordogne, and Provence. France isn't expensive, Paris is. The Languedoc offers Mediterranean climate at inland prices. The Dordogne remains the most popular British expat retirement region in Europe. Provence is the classic dream. Here's the number that matters most. France's healthcare system is ranked number 1 or 2 globally every single year. In retirement, when healthcare becomes your most important infrastructure, that single fact changes the entire calculation. The long-stay visitor visa requires around €1,800 per month, notably lower than Spain's €2,400. Monthly costs in the regions, €1,800 to €2,800. Number 4, Portugal. Algarve and Silver Coast, Portugal, has been the top-ranked European retirement destination for over a decade. The Algarve gives you Atlantic beaches, cliff formations that rival anything in Europe, and the most developed international retirement infrastructure in Southern Europe. The D7 passive income visa requires just €920 per month in 2026, the lowest threshold in Western Europe by a wide margin. The Silver Coast, north of Lisbon, is the quieter and more affordable alternative. After 5 years on the D7, the path to Portuguese citizenship opens, one of the world's best passports. Monthly costs, €1,700 to €2,500. When you first arrive in any of these countries, there's always a gap before you're enrolled in the local health system. Safety Wing covers you globally during that window, Month to month, cancel anytime. For retirees, it's the simplest bridge solution available. Link in the description. Number 3, Germany, Bavaria and smaller cities. Germany belongs on this list for one reason above all else: healthcare. The German system is among the world's best, and in retirement, that matters enormously. Bavaria's smaller cities, Regensburg, Augsburg, Würzburg, Bamberg, deliver world-class infrastructure, spectacular Alpine access, and costs significantly below Munich. Monthly costs, €2,100 to €3,000. Germany is not a budget retirement destination, but for retirees who prioritize medical quality, rule of law, and reliability above everything else, Germany's smaller Bavarian cities deliver something cheaper alternatives simply cannot. Number 2, Austria, Salzburg, Graz, and Innsbruck, Austria, consistently tops European quality of life surveys. Graz, Salzburg, and Vienna regularly appear in the world's top 10 most livable cities. Salzburg is a UNESCO World Heritage City, where the Old Town has barely changed since the 18th century, with the Alps beginning at the city's edge. Graz is Austria's most accessible retirement option, the second largest city, a vibrant UNESCO Old Town, a university community, and costs well below Vienna. Monthly costs in Graz, €2,000 to €2,700. Austria's healthcare and infrastructure are equivalent to Germany in quality. For retirees who want Alpine lifestyle, cultural depth, and first-world reliability, Austria is in a tier of its own. Number 1, Portugal. Cascais and Comporta, Portugal takes the top spot. Specifically, the Lisbon Riviera, Cascais, and the increasingly desirable Comporta. Cascais is 25 minutes from Lisbon by train, a sophisticated Atlantic Riviera town with excellent restaurants, a thriving international community, and all of Lisbon's world-class culture and infrastructure on your doorstep. Comporta is the new frontier, unspoiled rice paddies and Atlantic beach, still genuinely serene, increasingly attracting international buyers seeking something more authentic than the developed Algarve. Here's why Portugal wins: the D7 visa at just €920 a month, the lowest threshold in Western Europe, the golden visa route for investors, English widely spoken everywhere and naturally, not tourist-facing. An outstanding safety record, 7th safest country globally. And a clear, proven path to Portuguese citizenship after 5 years. One of the world's best passports, opening 185 countries. No other destination on this list combines all of these as effectively. Number 1 for 2026, monthly costs in Cascais, €2,100 to €3,000, worth every cent for what you get. 12 destinations, 12 very different versions of European retirement, from Bulgaria's €1,000 a month Plovdiv to Austria's €2,500 Alpine perfection. From Greece's 7% pension tax to Malta's English-speaking EU island. Which one surprised you most? Which one is already on your short list? Drop it in the comments. I read every one. The full 2026 European Retirement Guide, visa income requirements, healthcare ratings, tax treatment, step-by-step visa processes, and cost breakdowns for all 12 countries is linked in the description. It's everything this video couldn't cover in 10 minutes. Questions about your specific situation? Email TravelWise, contact@gmail.com. Subscribe for weekly content on retiring and living internationally. See you next week. Last thing before you go, when you retire abroad, your home country's pension portal and bank website will often block access from a foreign IP address. NordVPN fixes this instantly. One click and you're in. Link in the description.